Now, you've probably noticed that it's been quite hot in Gauteng lately, but luckily from tomorrow, which is Friday, we can expect to see the temperatures starting to drop a bit. The SA Weather Service is warning residents to be careful and to take note of the current heat wave. Pretoria is expected to be scorching hot with temperatures reaching highs of 37. But let's unpack these latest weather conditions with Dipuo Tawana from the SA Weather Service. It's good to have you with us this morning, Dipuo. Talk to us about this heat wave that we've been experiencing. Earlier on, we were also going through the fire warnings that the SA Weather Service has issued.
Thank you, Tammy. Yes, we have a high pressure that is dominating in the upper atmosphere. That is kind of like a lead trapping in the heat over the country. Hence, we're experiencing these heat waves and fire dangers over most places. But the other thing that we must remember from the seasonal focus, it was mentioned that we're going to have above normal temperatures and above normal minimum and maximum temperatures. So this is part of what we anticipated based on the seasonal forecast. Now we're seeing it happening. For Gauteng and the eastern parts of Northwest, we've issued an alert for heat wave conditions. There are some places that meet that criteria. However, there are certain places like in the Northern Cape where the temperatures are quite high. However, they don't meet that 3 days criteria that we have to meet 3 consecutive days where your temperatures are above a certain threshold. So, but for now, it doesn't mean other areas are not hot, but we don't meet the heat wave criteria, but we have very hot and extremely hot temperatures, more especially in the Northern Cape.
And what type of temperatures can we look forward to from tomorrow onwards?
Tomorrow onwards, we're still expecting the temperatures to increase. The temperature is going to be very high in most places. When we look at the northern parts of the country, the temperatures are just above the Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and Gauteng, as well as Northern Cape. Some areas will go as high as 40s, but most of them will be above 35 degrees. That's what we're anticipating. However, there's a relief. There's an upper trough that is coming through, and there a cold front that is expected to make landfall overnight, and a high region behind it, pulling in cold air mass, maritime air over the western parts of the country. So the temperatures from Saturday will be very cool from the western parts, and these cold temperatures will move through the country. Even very quite significant drop is expected over Gauteng by Monday. The temperatures maximum we're expecting to be in their teens on Monday over most parts of the central and the eastern parts.
So between now and Saturday, which is when the temperatures will actually be starting to cool down, you've also issued some extreme high UV warnings. What should people be doing in order to safeguard themselves while being out in the sun, but also making sure that they maintain their health?
I think people who have the know-how would advise people to apply the sunscreens, and if it's possible, avoid being out in the sun between 12 and around 3 o'clock. That's when it's the hottest. And I think the other thing that people can do is to hydrate, to drink lots of fluid. That is mainly the water. That is what they can do in this heat.
Dipuo Tawana, thank you so much for that advice. That's Dipuo Tawana from the SA Weather Services. As you've heard, it's hot. It's going to be getting hotter. Early on Saturday, will the temperatures start to cool down. So make sure that you're well hydrated and are using your sunscreens.